My name is Sam Erskine. So a bit more about myself. I was born in the UK, but grew up in West Africa, particularly in Ghana. After being out there for about nearly 10 years, going through multiple organizations, I eventually created my own in 2009. And I've been a delivery consultant for about 4 years. The title of the first book I started working on with Packt was System Center Service Manager Cookbook. It was a great entry point because there was a huge gap in the market for service manager. I decided that, just writing it by myself as well wasn't going to be a great idea because it required different skill sets to be able to converge into a really sort of like powerful, useful book. So what happened is I'd written for another publisher, and it basically puts your name out there as somebody that's authored a book before. So you had a gentleman that got in touch with me, we'd work together. So he came up to me and said, look, I've got this opportunity to write this, but I don't have the time or experience in this area. Are you interested? So I jumped at it, got in touch with Kerry, and the communication with Packt at the time was fantastic. I liked what I heard, and I had a clear breakdown of what you guys did. What was great about it was the structure of the cookbooks. It was in line with how I thought the consumers of the books would like to take the material that I had to share. Following the success of the Service Manager book, it's been a System Center Orchestrator cookbook, which also had the same goals and ambitions as the Service Manager book. Today, I'm currently working on the System Center 2012 Reporting Cookbook. I'm very excited about that because I think Packt actually have a unique opportunity to come out with a book that's going to do something none of the other System Center books are doing, which is having reporting across all the products in just one book rather than being a chapter in multiple books. What's been the effect of being an author, and particularly with Packt? How has it affected my reputation, and am I getting free meals at restaurants, etc.? It's a double-edged sword, right? So it's definitely enhanced reputation once you've got it out there, and I believe that's down to two factors. One is just writing a book and completing it. The second one is feedback. What I liked about Packt was the recipe approach, which is small bites. What we need to understand is how do I know what I'm writing actually matches what people want to read? And that is vital. If you can't do that, the book just becomes another doorstop. And to me, the reason why the Packt series has been great for myself personally is I can finally write about solutions that people can use. So in a lot of cases, people are like, well, I just read about it. I know I can do this. I just got into a car. I know it can go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. How do I do that? Legally, right? Or, you've just had the best meal in a restaurant. You loved it. And you get home, you've seen all the ingredients. They tell you that's all of this. That isn't going to help you to cook the meal. So I want to taste what I just had in a nice restaurant. So when I write my books, or when I collaborate with authors, because I haven't done a solo one yet, I'm still building up to it. But when we work as a team to create that dish, what we want you to be able to achieve is to say, we've tasted it, and more importantly, we know how to make it at home and make it better, because the recipe book was brilliant. So do I have any tips for those looking to get into System Center technology and also authors in that space? Yes. check your ego at the door, because it's not about how well you can do it. So lead with what you want to help your customers, your company with. Don't be afraid not to know. And there's a ton of information out there. So if you want to get into this, invest time in learning about it. The most important time you can invest is learning about the pain points people have that they're trying to resolve with System Center, rather than how well the product works or can do a particular piece of its feature. It's great work, and there's plenty of opportunities out there because it's hard. And if it's hard, people will do it. But publishers like Packt and a lot of material out there transform hard into simple.